Hi, hello there. I'm Steve, the AI Teacher Guy. Welcome to my channel where we teach teachers how to save time and build better resources by leveraging AI. Now, if you have enjoyed watching these videos, please do give us a little like and subscribe down below, as it does help us out with that YouTube algorithm. This prompt we're going to cover today is prompt number 7. Now, this prompt is awesome. At the end of a teaching program, we're going to create our own little weekly mud map. I use this all the time as a teacher to try and work out roughly what I'm going to try and do, and it allows me to give this sort of direction of what I'm going to try and do in my classroom. So to start, I'm going to show you what one looks like. So this is my week by week. As you can see, I sort of list 3 to 2 lessons in each bit, and then I know exactly what I'm going to be trying to aim for during those weeks. So that helps me before I write my lessons, and just helps me write out sort of the scope and sequence of what has to happen with it. Cool. So to start, let's jump on in. So the first thing I always do is I'm going to be doing an action, and then we always do your task. So we're telling ChatGPT to execute this particular task. So your task is to write a mud map, a new unit of work on the content uploaded in the previous chat. I will provide an overview for each part and define it inside curly brackets for the mud map. For this and all subsequent conversations, please refer to the previous chats. Syllabus, content, initial ideas, additional materials. Let's just make that a little bit bigger for you guys. And existing resources to help you understand what is needed for the unit description. And then we're going to actually describe the mud map using the JSON file format or the Python dictionary format with curly brackets. So this defines it. So the mud map will have 2 columns. The first column will show that the unit of work will be completed. Will show the week that the unit of work will be completed. The second column will have the names of each of the separate lessons, separated by commas. And then down the bottom here, please, my favorite line, show step by step instructions on how you will execute all instructions based on the material above. Once you have finished, summarize your understanding, no yapping. Now that sort of wraps it all up at the end there. Cool. So to start, let's load our subject matter expert. So this is my computer science profile. So it's going to know that it's going to have to be a computer science teacher. The next one then was the Godot unit of work. So uploading the syllabus. So prompt number 3, we upload next. And that's going to give it all the content that it needs to understand. Then we did prompt number 4. And like I said, this is the whole point. By having your document with your folder with all the different prompts, like I said, I just have this folder here and I have all these prompts ready to go to upload. So I just literally double click on that, copy and paste in, and change the bit that if I need to. A unit overview, I just need to copy and paste that in, which saves me hours of time. There's a little bit of pressure at the start, but by doing it well, you will save yourself a lot of time. Cool. So we're going to create the rough overview. So hopefully that's going to go through lesson by lesson. Great. And that might take a little bit of time, but while it's doing that, you can see that it's rehashing all the content that we've sort of covered before, and now it knows that these are the things that it's going to try and do later. And by having the week by week breakdown already by the lesson, this prompt here pretty much is just going to summarize this part here. Now, in a normal flow, I wouldn't be doing one at a time then putting it in. I would be executing all this in one go, and then right at the end, copying and pasting all the relevant pieces into the Word template that you saw before for my computer science. So as I'm building this, usually what I'll be doing is copy and pasting into the format that I have, or the structure that I've built with the school, and just makes that process just that little bit easier instead of having to retype it all up myself. And sometimes you might miss certain syllabus elements, which is really, really important as a good sort of teacher, that you hit everything that the curriculum asks. Particularly in New South Wales, it's been interesting moving to this state. They're very prescriptive on the syllabus, and it's really, really cool because you basically have a list of everything that you can be assessed on for that final year 12 assignment or exam, and it can't deviate from that. So by having that structure really helps the students I found down here, which has been really, really cool to watch. Cool. So then once that's all uploaded, we're going to then run the mud map. So finish that off. So now it's understanding this is the steps that it needs to do to create the mud map, which is pretty cool. And then there's the lessons all lined up. Now sometimes you might want to do this, export to Excel. And this is pretty cool. So it's going to create an Excel document using Python as coding language, and goes through behind the scenes and actually build a data frame. And then it should literally export that out, which is pretty cool. So if I click on that now, it should come downloads. And if I open that guy up, there you go. So there's the lessons all done and dusted, which pretty much I would then just copy and paste into the table format that you saw before. Cool. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully if you enjoyed, making a mud map is really, really useful as a teacher. And the cool part with this prompt is you can go through and now modify and change the sequence. So if you suddenly see week 6, there's too much stuff going on in there, or there's stuff that doesn't hit all the syllabus elements that you thought it needed, you just need to type in, say, week 6, lesson 3, change it to this, which is really, really cool. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do give us a like and subscribe down below, as it does help with that YouTube algorithm. And at the end of each month on the last Friday, I'll be running a live session for an hour at 6 p.m. Please feel free to jump in if you've got questions about AI in education. Love hearing it, having good debates about how to do the best processes, and hopefully we can come up with some solutions that people need. I'm really big on trying to build resources, so this is my passion. I love doing this. And yeah, thanks again. See you next time on the AI Teacher Guy. Adios.